Trying to take all of the pieces of this and putting them all together to a sort of flexible and responsive timeline, it's really hard. I've got a team that's got to build a rocket, test their rocket, ship it to a site, put together the infrastructure they need to launch, and launch it. It's a road to get from 2 years down to 30 days, down to a couple days, down to hours. That's really the progression that we see, and we're going to try to drive it down as far as we can at Launch Challenge. The important part is the payload that you're delivering into space. You wouldn't go to space were it not for that payload. You have something that you need to put in orbit because getting the data from orbit is the most useful place to get it. We wouldn't go to space if we didn't have to. Rockets get us there, and the payload is the important part. And part of our goal was really we wanted to keep the payload unknown to the team. You don't know what it is, you don't have a detailed physical model, and a big part of that was trying to show how this would work in a future military context. A guy who's building a rocket doesn't know what he might have to launch into space until a user comes along and says, this is the thing I want to put into space and I want it there tomorrow. What's hard about being responsive, and the answer from a design perspective, is you really need to intentionally design that vehicle to be responsive. I want to be able to come in, set some stuff down, bring in transportable power, bring in transportable communications to the extent that those are feasible, and pack it all up, and when we're gone, it's like a good camping analogy, is that take only photographs and leave only footsteps. The idea of doing something in a flexible manner or a responsive manner is really new territory for them. It's not something that is sort of been in their traditional models. They build a launch infrastructure that's specific to one launch vehicle for the duration of however long that launch vehicle's around, and that's their site. So the idea of building sort of a multi-rocket site has not really been something that we've seen a whole lot of on the launch sites. There's a whole piece of this challenge that's really hard, that is the authorization to launch. I've got a regulatory process that has to close. I need to convince the operator of the launch site or the federal agency that is responsible for overseeing it that this is going to be safe, that no people are going to get hurt in this context. For the most part, when we do a space launch, we're trying to keep it isolated from the public. We want to limit the exposure to public safety, and the easiest way to do that is to launch over the water. All these functions all need to be working at the same time. Those are hard things to do, to make sure we've got all these moving pieces come together all at once. And what we're really trying to do is compress all those timelines, take all those pieces, make sure that they're ready, make sure that they all understand that our goal is to do this in as short a period of time from notice to launch as we can. And that's what makes the DARPA Launch Challenge such a hard challenge.